6375. No, 6375. Oh, what am I typing? And if I put in 2, not 3, 2. There we go. The gas station. Now, this one is a medium size, I would say. It's not really like one of the larger ones, but it's not very small either. It does have a couple of road tiles, which I'm struggling to find right now, and if they are not included, I'm gonna be miffed. They actually could be missing. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to search for them manually again. No, there it is, there it is, there it is. I was gonna be like, oh, we used them before. It loaded it before in a city in a city set, so it has to have it. But no, I can't find it. No, it's there. It's there. It's all there as it should be. Now, as it is the case with these large sets, there's gonna be some maths involved because I need to count where certain pieces need to go. And because there is no visual way to determine that, it means I'm gonna be have to counting. Yeah, my English isn't doing very well either. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 2 8s and a 6. Yeah, that's this one. So if you hear me doing random numbers, that's because I didn't have a not having a stroke like you might be having, Alexei. It's just that I'm trying to count where certain thing is supposed to be placed, because you know there's a lot of places where you can put something, but no, it has to go in a specific way. So this one goes there, this one goes there. The edge ones are simple, and those are usually the best ones to start with because of that. And then we have this one. That's supposed to be 5 from the edge. That there. This one is 2 off from that. And then we have it's supposed to be just 1 off from there. And essentially what you're doing is you're just putting the next block in relation to the previous one. Whenever possible, anyway. There we go. That's the first step. Second step is now simple because we have the foundation laid out. Kind of, because there's more stuff that needs to go on the side. But let's first pick up all the pieces that we need. I need 2, 3 of these. 1 of these. How many 4s? 1 4. 6, 6, 6, 3 6s. And no, that's not the number of the beast. The number of the beast is 616. Because whoever translated the Bible didn't know numbers. Yeah, so the number of the beast is either... Yeah, it's 616, I think. I don't remember. It's not 666 in any way. That's a mistranslation. Okay. Fascinating tangent. Let's move on. Still need a chair. Usually on the bottom. Yeah, there are. Right. I'm thinking these are probably gonna be the gas canisters because this is a gas station after all. If I didn't miscount, then this... Yay! I can do basic maths. Well done me. And why did I pull 3 of these? Apparently I did miscount, but at least not in a bad way, because I just have an extra one that didn't need to be used yet, but it will be used eventually, so it's not a big deal. Seriously, where did I see the third one? I think I saw it in a corner. I was like, oh, probably that goes there. Placing this one. What is it? It's 1, 2, 5. Is it 5? Yeah, it's 5 from the edge, and then this. And these go. I know that last time I was building this particular set, because most of these older sets I did build once already on my other channel. But then I figured I want to do this in a channel only for Legos, hence why we're doing this. But when I built it last time, I know that I miscounted that particular step. Oh. Oh, certain things are very difficult to see here, because the instructions in questions are very old, they're a bit faded and a bit torn. But I think we're gonna be fine. There's supposed to be something on that table that I cannot identify at all. But I think it's just supposed to be a clear white. I think it might have... It has some kind of a sticker on it, so it might be money or something, I don't know. These instructions are way too worn out to be able to tell. So that's the wrong one, and then this one goes here. Right, oh, I've missed a few. I'm hoping I don't misalign those. Right, next step. Oh, that might be actually a keyboard. That white tile that I didn't know what it is. Epidemic Sounds, you seem to like this particular tune very much for some reason. Whatever. Here, but yeah, I do need these. When you start building some of these older sets, you come to realize how certain pieces are almost never used, or they're used specifically, and like you figure that they're just supposed to be there to plug holes. Like these ones. They're like, oh, we need to make something fit very specifically. Oh, well then, we have to leave a hole. Well then, this will fill that hole. They're literally stopgaps. Go. Those are the tools. Well, I say tools. Well, that would a broomstick be referred to as a tool? I think it should. It's a household implement. How would you classify a broom? Would you classify it as a tool? I would just say household implement. And what would be the difference between a household implement and a tool? I have no idea. I don't think there is one. It's a tool for a different environment. The random rants and random thoughts that you get while building Legos. Oh. Nope. Oh, come on. Next one. What did I do? I think I didn't miss anything. I think. Seems to be fine. Okay, time for the doors and windows. Le door. Window and the glass. And of course, that means that this is now walled in. Now I know where that piece went that I discarded. That's it on that side. There is a poster that is supposed to be going here, but of course we don't have that. I don't have the sticker. It was supposed to be a map of Legoland. The original one. And why did I say original one? Was that even ever rebuilt? I know that there is more than one Legoland these days, but there used to be only one. Anyway, when this set was introduced, Legoland was very much a very new thing. For years, Legoland was like the place that I wanted to go to, but since I lived where I did, it was never gonna be an option. It was just way too expensive. Like, if you had money to go to Legoland, you didn't live in Croatia, that's for sure. Okay, I need 2 plates, 6. Of course, some people that live there today might disagree, and they're probably better off than I was, and they didn't live there 20 years ago. I don't even know what the situation in my country these days, since I didn't live there for so long now. Hold on, is this the one I need? Yes, it is. But considering that my best man is still there and my brother is still there, but neither of them are a very good comparison for what is the situation with an average person, because they both are very successful people and they are the 1% essentially. Ah, well, my brother probably is the 1% without any argument there, but my best man probably isn't, because he actually is working 2 jobs, though one is self-employed, but because of that he is well off. I mean, well off for Croatian standards anyway. Also, again, I might be talking out of my ass because I haven't lived there in almost a decade now, so I have no idea. I know that I had to leave because there was no way for me to make ends meet. That was enough of impetus for me to say, fuck this shit, I'm out. I realized I might need to start cussing, stop cussing in my LEGO streams, because LEGOs are something that usually children would be interested in, and big children like me. So maybe cussing isn't the best thing to do on a LEGO video. But I'm also almost a 40-year-old man who's playing with virtual Legos. So what the hell do I know? It would be funny if my channel, if this particular channel, because I have more than one, but if this one particular became like a learning place for cussing for kids. Come for Legos, stay for cussing. I don't cuss that much. Most of my cusses are more funny than they are serious. Not that it makes it any better. Also, you're not supposed to cuss like in the very first minute of your video or something, or you get demonetized, but since I'm not monetized to begin with, I don't really have an incentive not to. Okay, this needs to be offset by 1. Did I offset it by 1 or more? No, I got it right. Perfect. Very true, if it makes your inner child... My inner child is also my outer child, I just am a child. But yeah, it does make me happy. Because like, I've mentioned this a few times. I always loved Lego, but because how expensive Lego was, I could never really afford it. And when I learned about the existence of this particular program, I was like, oh wow, wouldn't it be wonderful if I was able to build all of those old sets that I could only dream of in my actual childhood. And then it turns out that Lego instructions are actually a thing that can be found online, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And in my spare time, I've built, using this program, I'm gonna say about 10% of all Lego sets that were released thus far. The actual amount of sets that Lego has released is mind-boggling, so yeah, we're gonna be doing this for a while. And yeah, this is a crane, or supposed to be a crane. If I didn't flip it, maybe it would fit. And I've spun it the wrong way around. I was like, how is a car supposed to ride up on that? I was like, oh, you got it upside down. And sideways. Now the cool thing about this, because the Lego system, where all sizes are interchangeable, when you build any car, even from the newest Lego sets, if you build a small car, it's gonna fit on this ramp, which was built in 1980. Which is still just like, whoever thought that system up is a genius. Okay, the pumps. Now there is a part here we won't be able to take, and that's the little rope. I don't think that... can I actually find that? Let me see if I can actually find the rope here. But I don't think I will be. Because you can't manipulate it in this program. What are we doing? 63752. Let me just show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna check inventory. 6375. Gas station. inventory. These things, 0371. They are not included in here because you can't manipulate them in this program. However, they might actually be part of this though. No, not that. 6371. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not here. It's understandable. It is a very particular part, which is not going to be easily modifiable and manipulated in this thing. And but yeah, there are other types of those plastic hoses, and they are in here, and they are manipulatable. So it is just specific parts are just not in here, and I don't blame them because it's very difficult to first of all account for all the parts, because a lot of parts changed over the years. And other thing is that they might just not be compatible to work correctly with this program, at least for the moment. I don't know if they're gonna include them in the future. They might. We also, if they could. For now, though, they're not. But it's okay. You just work without those particular parts, or you find a substitute, which is what you have to do in real life anyway, because a lot of the sets that you try to recreate these days might have a part that's no longer being made, and you can try to find those parts online on eBay and other places, and if you're willing to spend a couple of hundreds of dollars for them, then by all means, but most people don't have that luxury. If you own a 3D printer, you can try to recreate it yourself. A lot of people are actually making some of those parts to be sold on eBay. The problem is, without the original molds, the chances of you nailing the correct shape and the correct dimensions and everything are very remote, especially on your first try. And now that rope would go from here to here. Essentially, those ropes are not being part of Lego anymore. That's the thing. I've seen some people do Lego 3D printing at home, and I mean, it's great, it's wonderful. Also, I should have just grouped these together so I can manipulate them individually, which is always a good idea. So these will be pumps. Again, there are stickers going here that I don't have. And that rope would be going from one to now. One of the reasons why those things are not a thing anymore is because those ropes are not exactly durable, and second, they're very specific in their uses, and the things like those plastic hoses do the same thing much better. They just replace the usage of that. Now, this thing does come also with a vehicle and with another part that goes across the street. And two more pumps. I think that there are two more pumps involved. We're not done in any way. There are still more things to be built. This is a very rich set. It goes all the way. Okay, I need all 5 of these. We're making some kind of vehicle. I didn't actually look ahead. Oh, I did look ahead. It's a car. Just a regular car. Now, one specific detail that I love about this particular set is that when they were designing this vehicle, because this is a gas station, they went ahead and they did this particular piece so that you have a way to like plug it into the nozzle, so it actually has a vent for the fuel line. And I'm like, that's brilliant. That's a very specific detail, and I love that. That's awesome. Like, somebody was thinking ahead. They could have just made, oh, we're just gonna make the same car we always do. Like, no. This is a gas station. Let's make it serviceable. And like, that. Kudos. You deserve a raise. Whoever designed that deserves a raise. Because that's awesome. That's knowing what you're doing. I approve of that so much. Also, I was wrong. This goes up. And the reason why that goes up is because this is actually a fully functioning hood of a car. I just need to finish the rest of it before I can mount it. Like, whoever you can see in these new sets or old sets, you can see the details in them that sometimes the person designing them knew exactly what they were doing. And you know, those details might be completely unappreciated by most people, but I spot those things. I like, oh, that's clever. That good job. Good job. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh, I'm missing this apparently. Then the hood goes on top. That's a working hood, which is great again. You, my friend, understood the assignment. Oop. That car could go on top of there or whatever, but we're gonna leave it here on the side. Now let's do the other part of the pump. And on this particular one, we are missing a piece. This one is also a problem with the old and new. What I mean by that, the old code, new code. This part, even though it's just a basic cube, so often just doesn't get included. Like, ridiculously often the cube doesn't get included. Because it's a different code on it than what it used to be. One goes. Let me just skip this country music. I swear I have a filter on that says no country music, but... And I didn't hear a lot of this music beforehand, so I don't know, it's on shuffle, so it's just picking everything, but it should, you know, respect my wishes. I can't really complain that much. Epidemic Sounds is really good. It's just a minor annoyance. First world problem and all that. gonna need 2 more pumps as well. Did I put this the wrong way around? I did not. Also, what did I just do? I'm doing something very, very wrong. Ah, yes. That makes more sense. I was building these off memory, as I tend to sometimes do, and as we know, when I build stuff out of memory, then things go bad. Now I'm going to go ahead a bit, see where these things need to go. 3 from the side, 2 from the bottom. Oh, now I'm gonna need to center this thing. That looks like center. Gonna be 2 away from that one, and then the next pump goes on the side of that. There we go. Almost there. There's a few more things to do. There is 1 more car to build, and what I think is supposed to be the tire pressure, spare tire place, something like that, of that nature. Okay, so these are supposed to be like 4 tires, and I'm guessing that this is supposed to represent the nozzle to increase tire pressure, I think. Do we have any spare tires left? We do, so these are supposed to go on it. Let's see if I can actually fit them on. We are definitely gonna need more precise. Again, because of the Lego system, this fits. It's just a difference. There we go. Looks a bit wobbly, but I think that was the point. Where does that go? Ah. Yeah, that's definitely for tire pressure. It has spare tires on it. I think that's a nice way of somebody stealing them, but okay. This goes to the side. Oh, but quite a few goes. 3 from the bottom. 2, 4, 6, 8 from the side. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's where that goes. And then we have something that I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but we'll see it in a second. I think related to that? I have no idea what is that. What is this particular thing? Supposed to be. Might be also something to do with the tires. I don't know, but red and blue seems like gases. I didn't miss a spot. This is how it's supposed to look like. Not sure what it's supposed to be though. Whatever the case may be, it might be related to the tire thing. Don't know. That just leaves the one final car, and we're done with this. Well, no, I still have to make the people. But let's do this one. I think this is... It's built the same way that the first car is, so we're just repeating the same thing. I am building it half from memory. But I think at this point it's okay. It is a symmetrical build anyway, so it should be fine. And with this few parts left, there is not many things I can miss. I mean, there's always something I can miss. It's me after all, but we're gonna trust that I don't. Oh, we actually didn't get extra heads this time around. Which is nice. I'm gonna have to copy paste them. Ah, this car has some differences. It's not a completely symmetrical build. This is like supposed to be like a cabrio. Oh well, I did make a screw up. So this insinuates this is a convertible. Number 2. Let's place these in the set. Could you move, please? I want to trigger the collision there. Okay, I'll make it like this one's going into the repair. Okay, now we just need to build the people. Exxon workers. I see a couple. It seems we have one. We should have two. I think that the program isn't giving me the correct numbers here, so we're gonna have to copy paste a few things. First we have a customer. This is an American customer, and you will see why I say that in just a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to copy paste things. They are missing a few things. Well, howdy. Before anybody objects, no, nobody is wearing cowboy hats unless you're an American. Nobody does that. It's just not a thing. That's all on you, Yankee boys and girls. If that sounded offensive, I do apologize. It's just, I know it's a stereotype, but as far as I know, you guys are not really ashamed of that. Nor should you be. It's part of your identity. Be proud of it. You're gonna be carrying a wrench. And you're gonna be... Let's actually make her sit in the office. That sounded wrong in so many ways, but I am sorry. Also, this is the wrong way to spin that arm. Go. Also, what did I... Was it just a misplaced part? There we go. Exxon gas station. The gas station is one of those Lego sets that does get re-released every couple of years, for obvious reasons. This is one of those earlier variants, and you know, it has a decent amount of complexity for what it is. It had, like, it came, so this is all that came with the set. It wasn't individually sold. You got two cars with with working hoods, with a filling cap, a crane, and a whole bunch of things for such a small set. So it's cool. It's a very nice little set.